Hello everyone. In this session, I'm going to discuss about the relational or the comparison operator of Python. These are the list of the relational or the comparison operator which allow us to make a comparison between the operand or create a relation between the operands. Relational operators are basically has two categories. The first one is known as the relational operator itself, but the second operators, that is the that is the equal operators and the not equal operators, are defined as an equality operators because both are responsible to compare the equality between the two operands. That's why they are defined as an equality operator. If we explain more about the relational operator, relational operator always yield true or false as a result. It means relational operator always return the result in a form of true or false only. When the truth value converted to int, or if we want to convert the truth value in int, it always becomes in a form of 0 and 1 only. It means here we can say that the relational operator will always represent the result in a Boolean type, which value is always present as a true or the false. But if we want to convert that Boolean type of value in int type, it will always convert the true as a 1 and false as a 0. So here it is possible to convert the value in int type, which always becomes or present as a 0 and the 1 only. Relational operator can be used to compare the string also. It means we can say that the relational operator is not only for the int type of data, it will work with the string only, a string also. If we talk about the complex type of data, relational operator also work with that type of data, but in that case we can use only the equality operator, that is the equal operator, and the not equal operator with the complex value. We cannot use any other type of operators in the relational operators category except equality operator. As we have discussed earlier, we have the list of keywords where true and false are also mentioned as a keyword and appear as a Boolean type. Comparison or relational operator will always return the result in a form of true and false, which is completely a Boolean type and treated as a keyword also. So here we always need to be follow the rule of keywords if we use the Boolean type of data, that is true and false, which is also defined as a keyword. So here we must be use the true with the capital letter of T and false with the capital letter of F. Suppose here we can check it with an example. Suppose we want to return the value in a true or false, like if we use 3 greater than 5, will return the result as false. Here we can see that F always in a capital letter. So this is a keyword also, and always return the result as a Boolean type. So relational operator always will perform the operation to return the result as a true or the false value, that is the Boolean type. So as we know, the relational operator return the value in a Boolean type, but Python also provide us the facility to convert the Boolean type of data, that is true and false, in int type also. Suppose if we use x equals to true, and if we want to convert that Boolean value to int, in that case we can convert it with the type conversion function. So here we can use y equals to int x will return the value with the int type, that is print y 1. Okay, so here if we convert the true value of boolean type to int, it will return the result as 1, and if we convert the false value into int, it will return the result as 0. So relational operator will work on the true and false, but able to return the result as a 0 and 1 when we convert that type of data with the int type. My next question is here, can we convert the int type into its equivalent boolean type? Because boolean consists only two values, that is true and false, whereas the int is defined with the different type of numbers. So my answer is yes, we can use the conversion between the int to bool as well as the bool to int. For conversion from int type to boolean type, we need to be categorize the int type of data in two different categories, that is non-zero and the zero. Non-zero consists the number between 1 to 9. Anything which is not in 0 is defined as a non-zero value, and the next one is 0. So if we use any other number except 0, it will categorized by the true of the boolean type, and if we use the 0, it will be categorized or indicated by the false only. Suppose we use x equals to 4 and again use bool, then x will return the result as true. So here because x is the non-zero value here, or suppose we use x equals to 0 and then use bool, x will return the result as false because that is the 0. So here int convert the boolean type in this way only, that is the non-zero and the 0 value, which work with the relational operator of the Python. So the main work of relational operator is to make the comparison between two or more than two operands. So if we use 6 greater than 5, will return the value as a true, and if we use equality operator, it will again return the result in this way. So relational operator make the comparison between two operand and return the suitable result accordingly. Here if we use the 6 not equals to 4, will always return the result as true because 4 is not equals to 6, so the statement is completely true here, so it will return the result as true. Now we can also use not equal to sign, which is indicated by this sign also, but in Python 3 it will not work. So here this is also defined as a not equal sign, but we cannot use in the Python 3 because it is not supported by the Python 3. So we can also use the greater than equals to, suppose we use 8 greater than equals to 7, so it will return the true. Again if we use 8 greater than equals to 8, so it will not greatest but the equals to from the 8, so it will again returns true. As similar we can work with the less than equals to, suppose we use 9 less than equals to 8, will return false because 9 is not equals to or less than to 8, so it returns false. So this is the relational operator which allow to compare the content with each other and return the result after the comparison of them. We can also use the relational operator with a string. So but if we use the relational operator with a string, it will So relational operator will work with the string also. Uh, so let's check with the example. If suppose we use string ABC equals to DEF, will return the result as false. But this is an example of the equality operator. But in Python, relational operator also work with the relational operator itself. That is the greatest sign, greatest and equal to, and many more. So let's check with the example. Suppose we take the same example like AB, greatest from CD. So again it will return the false. Here we can see it returns the result as a true or the false, but it cannot return the error. So we can say that it works with the string type of data also. Now how it works here? So in the string type, it will start the comparison in a dictionary or the alphabetical order, and check which character comes first in alphabetical order. Those who come first are defined or categorized as the smallest uh, character of alphabets, and those who come last are defined as a largest or the greatest character of the alphabet. So when we use AB greater from CD, it will return the result as false, because AB is smallest from CD. As we know, CD come after the AB, so it will works in this case. Relational operator also work with the complex type of data. So if we want to make the comparison between the complex type of data, we can use only the equality operator between them. It can't be work with the greatest sign and the smallest sign. It means we cannot work with the greatest sign and the less than sign for the comparison of the complex type of data. It will work with the equals to operator and the not equals to operator only. So let's check it with an example again. So use the complex number, that is 3 plus 4j, greatest from 2 plus 3j. It will return the error, as we can see. Now again we just here I'm going to use the equal to sign instead of the greater than sign. So put the complex number, then equals to again the value of the complex number. So it will return the result as a false. So here we can see that it will return the result as a true and false if we use the equality operator, but it cannot work with the comparison operator to find the comparison between the complex number. It will always return the error if we use the comparison operator between the complex number. Uh, as we know, exceptional always count with the programs. So here boolean also work with the int type or the float type of data. So if we use true plus 5, it will return the result as 6, because it will count the true as 1 and add them as a 5. So here it create a relation between the true and 5 using the plus sign also, which is an exception for the example of the relational operator. Now again I'm going to compare three different numbers simultaneously with each other. So if we start the comparison between 5, 4 and 3, that is 5 is greatest from 4 and 4 is greatest from 3. If we talk about any other language instead of Python, it will return the false value, because if we talk about C, C++, It start the comparison between the 5 and 4 first. So if you compare the 5 greatest than 4, it will return the result as true, that is 1. And again, it returns the comparison or start the comparison between 1 greatest than 3, which is false. So it will return the result as false or 0 in any other language except Python. So if we talk about Python, in Python, if we compare multiple numbers together, it defined as a chaining comparison. So we can say, in other words, if we use the multiple relational operator in a single operation, are defined as a chaining of operator. So in Python, Python will overcome the demerit of other languages, where it returns the error or the false logical type of error as an output in the program. But in Python, these all demerit must be overcome by the Python operators, where we can use the chaining operators to find the comparison between multiple operands together. So if we compare it, it will return the result as true. But in this format, we always need to remember that one of them returns the false will release the output as a false instead of the true. Suppose we use 5 greater than 4 greater than 3 greater than 2 greater than 1 will return the result as true. But if we use 5 greater than 4 greater than 3 greater than 2 less than 1, so here we have one false value, and rather than one other is true, will return the false. So in this case, in chaining operation, all the value will return true if all the value are in a true form, otherwise it will return the false. In Python, we can't compare the string with int, and it will return the error if we are trying to compare the string value with the int type. But we can use the equality operator between the string and int comparison. So we can use the string type. For example, here we use the AB as a string, and use greater than sign with 5 will return the error, as we can see here. Now again, here we put the string with the equality operator and put the 5 will return the value as false. So here we can see that we can work with the equality operator. Now suppose we use AB and the not equal to sign with 5 will return the result as a true, because both are not equals to each other. So it will return the result as true. So in relational operator and in equality operator, comparison is always depends on the similar type of content as well as the similar type of data both. We have to start the comparison between those type of data which contains and the type both are similar, otherwise it will return the result in a false form. We can also use the relational operator between the int and the float type of data. Suppose we use 12 equals to 12.5 will return the result as false, or we can use 12 greater than 11.5, again will return the result as true. So here we can see that relational operator work directly with the int and the float type. Now if we talk about the boolean and the int type, relational operator will work with the Let's check that relational operator will work with the boolean and in both types or not. So suppose we use true equals to 1 will return the true. So here it proves that comparison is performed between the int and the boolean type also. So these are the work of the relational or the comparison operator in Python.